I know it's been a couple of years since, well, actually it'd be maybe 8 or more years, I reckon, since we were face to face. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's been a while.
And the town's gone through a pretty rough trot the last 12 months.
Yeah, look, I think probably it hasn't been too bad. I think really the last sort of 2 months have been challenging. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to have 3 floods in one calendar year. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And look, to the west of town, look, they've been underwater for 12 months.
Yeah.
Out there, and so I think what's happened to them, and talking to a lot of those guys out there, it's like, well, it's water on top of water.
Yeah.
So, it's it's certainly a bit rough out there. But
yeah.
Look, everyone's still, hopeful that will bring some positive stuff next year. So.
Yeah, well, if you're cocky, that's the only way you can think about it, isn't it? For goodness sake.
Yeah, where's the upside in all this? And there is some. There will be some. It's a bit of pain in between to get there, but there is some.
So what percentage of your client base would be affected directly?
Look, I would say, well, that client base, let's say we're 50-50, say, primary producers versus small business.
Yeah.
I think, let me say that it's directly impacted versus indirect. So directly meant to actually being the flood water. So obviously, the Royal Answers, those guys out there.
Yeah.
They've been hit out there with a lot of water. And then also too, some of the businesses in the lower lying areas of town. But mainly, I think the main impact is indirect. So the loss of trade, and I get this question all the time, is there any funding available for loss of trade? Yeah. Sort of 6 weeks loss of trade, and then it's slow to get going again. And there's not, but the New South government, there is some incentives there. There's trade loans to help people, and so from that point of view, people are going to be okay. They're pretty resilient. They'll be fine.
So just tell us a little bit more about the type of practice you've got, and how long have you been an owner inside it?
So we have been here. Hazell and Field has been here since 2015. Prior to that, obviously, we were part of Piggy Middle Wilson, Orange. So 2015, and our business is very diverse, and like most country accounting practices, which is what we are. We service a huge variety. We don't really specialise in anything in particular. I guess by default out here, you are a sort of bit of a primary production farming specialist, a little bit. I think that's where we were so different to Piggy Middle Wilson, because we had a bigger emphasis on primary production, clientele, and they were more sort of the real the businesses were, and that was probably a bit of a reason to both getting big enough that we'd be, I guess we can be independent of each other, but also to the different clientele. So we're diverse. We offer all types of services. We'll try to handle anything.
If you'd had your the opportunity and to choose your ideal client, what would that client look like?
I think that's that could be either a farming business or a small business. It doesn't matter. I think the most enjoyable clients that we probably have is the multi-generational clients.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where you have probably a farming family where you could have 3 generations, and sometimes that can be pretty challenging, as you would know, Mark. But other times it can be really rewarding, because you can see the transition of the business, and then you see the newer guys come in, and the younger guys wanting to change to do new things. There's a bit of butting heads. But I think when you get people around the table, you can agree on a way forward across generations. Yeah, that to me, that's the ultimate. That's my main point.
And overall, how's your business travelling at the moment?
Good, really good. Yeah, it's obviously there's been challenges, obviously with the floods and everything. But all in all, we're really happy with a got great staff, and you know, in terms of senior staff, we've probably got, you know, we've got more than most probably Central West practices in terms of client-facing staff, qualified staff. I think we're up to about 8. You know,
Wow. Yeah.
look, at the moment, as you would know, and you've got a lot of clients that are struggling to find any sort of staff.
Yeah.
Blue collar, white collar, whatever. Look, we didn't take more. We're lucky. We do have a set of one place, but we'd still take more. There's still a lot of work out there. Look, hey, the last few years have been pretty good here. In regionals, you would know too. So, yeah, look, business is good. We can't complain. We can't complain.
And obviously, COVID impacted a lot of your clients, but particularly even your business as such. Was there anything that you learnt or retained out of the COVID situation that you've retained as a practice or a procedure after COVID?
Yeah, certainly the flexibility in you know, I guess work location. We had already shifted to a workplace environment where people could work from home. We're all fully cloud-based, very easy. Everyone can work from anywhere. But we set them up. Anyone that wanted to had been set up before COVID to work from home. So that when COVID hit, it was a very easy. Managed for us. So coming out of that, Mark, I think we'll probably formalise it a bit more in terms of if people want to do. They want to do, you know, 2 or 3 days from home, probably more so 2, to be honest. Most people will be doing around that 2 days from home. Look, you know, that's probably been more formalised since COVID. It's worked really well. We have a team also too we have a team in the Philippines as well, but they also they're 100% from home now as well. And look, I think the productivity for the right staff member, the productivity gains are huge. And, that's what we're finding. So, you know, I guess put that together with being able to come into the office and do a bit of collaboration. I think it's been fantastic.
It's amazing how much, you know, a switch it's been for some businesses. But if you were doing it before, well, you know, again, it's about retention of staff, and you know that's obviously working for you.
Interesting too, Mark. Also too with the everyone now, a lot of big businesses sort of like ours are all open plan and upstairs open plan in the engine room, and you know it's only since COVID I realised that nothing gets done in an open plan. Well, not nothing, but it's hard to be productive sometimes. And that can be because someone's having a social conversation, or someone's just collaborating over something. And I wonder how much longer the open plan office will survive, to be quite honest.
Your biggest individual lesson or learnings since you became a business owner?
I think probably with staff comes personalities, and you know, obviously trying to manage personalities, and that's just not you know, the approach to work. It's you get the whole nice when you have employees. You know, sometimes you get personal issues, you get everything, and so you sometimes have to learn to be a bit of a counsellor as well. And I think it's that whole personal side, which is. That's I think something that very probably a big challenge, and I've probably I've just sort of learned on the go with that. But that's definitely the attention to staff. I mean, there's 19 of us here now, including directors.
And the person that's inspired you most in your business journey?
Yeah, it's a good question, and to be quite honest, I can't think of anyone really.
Wow.
I take inspiration, and I take snippets of bits and pieces from all sorts of people. You know what I mean? The big current affairs, big newspaper read. I take a lot from here, there, and everywhere. But I say any one individual. That,
And the biggest challenge you've had to overcome?
I reckon that probably that demerger that we talked about.
Yep.
It was a big challenge, certainly, and you know, anyone would tell you when someone's selling something and someone's buying something, there's always a big difference of opinions, but that was probably the biggest challenge that we've had to overcome in the last 10 years. But that all worked out well in the end, and that relationship's all good. So.
It's an interesting field, that buying and selling businesses, that we both at times sit on either side, and then we get the emotional side of it, and how we actually how we assist and mentor our clients to actually get the result that not necessarily what they expected, but what's realistic for both parties.
Yeah, that's probably right. And look, a lot of the time, both parties, I think if there's got to be a little bit of disappointment in both parties, I think, and all those things, someone's not going to get everything they want in those, and that's the same thing about the succession piece as well. Not everyone's going to get everything they want. So disappointed there in some sense.
And what does the future look like for Hazell and Field Accounting?
Yeah, we're going to keep growing, and to do that, we just need to manage that growth, and so to make sure that we get the right people, we get the right ones on seats, and we've always been very, very particular. Even though sometimes we might be short-staffed, and we may have opportunities to put on new clients, we may just ease back a bit until we get the right people. And there's a really strong culture here of work hard, but also get on really well together. And the people that come to work here have to make sure that they fit in. And as I said, it is open and plan. We're all working closely together. That the future for us is that we continue to try and find the best people that may not necessarily be from accounting backgrounds, but if they're prepared to learn and they're keen, if they're having interpersonal communication, the client skills, they'll do well in this business. There's no doubt about it. It's getting more and more, being able to communicate and talk with clients, as opposed to, the technical stuff's still important, but there's lots of experts we can call on for the technical stuff. But it's a relationship business.
So you're open for more business walking through the door, and but at the right rate, by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We just don't want to go too quick, and certainly don't want any of our existing clients to feel like we're growing too fast and we're leaving some of them behind. That's the case. We just so it is. There's certainly, and the opportunities for growth are big, and providing regional still stays. It seems to be, we've had a good few years regional New South Wales, and just kept ticking along, and the seasons are kind to us. Over the next 5 to 10 years, there's big growth opportunities.
Cool. All right. Thank you very much for your time today. Really learn a little bit more about where you're up to, and how the business is going. Thanks very much for your time today, Nick.
Good on you, Mark. All the best. Thank you.